when it's all said and done, Steve, did you go into this process thinking you could get a 1 for Josh Rosen? Did you?
I didn't. I didn't know what we would get. I certainly. That's not the way I operate. It was wishful thinking for sure. But you always want to be open-minded and weigh in. What's the worst-case scenario? What's the best-case scenario?
Mm-hmm.
And that's the way we approached it. And like I said earlier, we would have been just as happy to keep him as well.
Is it true you did not talk about trading Rosen until you already had Kyler Murray in the fold? Is that a fact?
That is not correct. I actually had conversations all the way back to the Combine. Even though we didn't know who we were going to select, people approached me. Now, what I did not do is I did not actively shop Josh Rosen. I had a number of teams talk to me about him, told them I'm open-minded and make me an offer. So that's the way I approached it. Obviously, conversations as we approached the draft increased, and at the end of the day, the best deal that we felt like for us was the Miami Dolphins.
Do you think that if you had decided we're going to take Murray, say, back when people thought that you did around the Combine, that it would have been better off for you to have made a Rosen trade then, Steve?
I don't. And, I think that, bottom line is people had an opportunity to make me an offer. And the other fact is I was content keeping both of them. And I know that's hard for some people to believe, but I also limped into a playoffs with our third-string quarterback a number of years ago. To me, you can't have enough good players at one position. Depth is certainly something that general managers are responsible for, and Josh Rosen's a darn good football player.
No, there's no doubt. And then obviously the finances involving Josh right now are something that made him just as attractive to the Dolphins as he was to you, we assume, in the draft last year as well. So my question for you is there anything you regret about the handling of Josh Rosen, Steve?
We love Josh. I mean, there's no doubt about it. And it's not about Josh, in my opinion. It's more about Kyler Murray and the unique skill set that he brings to the table and how he'll direct our offense. So I think Josh is going to be a great quarterback for Miami, and I think he'll do good things down there. I mean, I really enjoyed my time while he was here, the conversations we had. And the one thing about him that sort of jumped out at me last year is his mental and physical toughness is off the charts. I don't know what the perception was about him coming out of UCLA, but he is one tough hombre.
Well, why does he have that perception still, Steve? I mean, you're hearing it even as he goes out the door with you with a very high-class video that he tweeted out where he even had some fun with his lodging that could be available for Kyler to rent. Yeah. I mean, what is it about Josh, do you think, Steve, that you constantly hear that?
I'm not sure. I mean, I thought last year he did a great job of dispelling any questions about him during the season. But, I know this. He did a great job for us, so there's certainly nothing that I can point to that would be a question.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download the Rich Eisen Show app.